welcome to another video here at Rick Shaves. Okay guys, before I forget, don't you forget to like the video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell notification to be alerted to all future videos I post. With that being said, let's get into the shave. And what am I going to do today? I have a throwback shave today. I am going to do a total 90s shave. This is something that I probably would have done in the late 90s or definitely in the early 2000s, and definitely with this razor here, the Mach 3. Love this razor. It's pretty good. I think to be fair, I've always said, to be fair, I prefer the Gillette sensor. But to be fair, I would say that this is where they should have stopped, was at the 3 blades. At this Mach 3, this is essentially more than enough, definitely more than enough razor that you need to shave your face. And you can get a great shave with it. But it came out in late 90s, I believe 98, if I might be mistaken, but I believe it was in 98 when the Mach 3 came out. So we're going to use that razor today. Definitely a callback to the 90s and a much simpler and better time for a lot of us who grew up in that era. Here we go. We have the Edge Shave Gel. This is just a little travel size, but definitely use this. I used this one quite a bit in high school, and then of course in the early 2000s as well. But yeah, I remember this just being pretty slick. Now, to be full disclosure, I did do a head shave with it just a little while ago, and it's very slick. Produces some pretty good lather, but it does tend to dry my skin out. So for that, I definitely have another throwback here from stuff I used in the 90s. And this is the Afta Fresh. This is the shave balm. That's going to help with the drying of the skin, and it also smells really good. I love the smell of that Afta. But here's one I didn't use in the 90s. I didn't even know it existed, but it came out about 1990, and it's from Dana, and it is Fathom Aftershave. Now, guys, this smells really good. It definitely has some citrus notes in there, but it has like a really nice cologne-y smell, and it's gonna pair very good. It's gonna pair very well with the Afta. Okay, guys, that is my throwback 90s shave. Hope y'all enjoy it. Enough talking, let's get to shaving. Again, guys, I'm a time traveler. I'm a shaving time traveler, guys. I love going back to revisit yesteryear. You know, I collect a lot of retro stuff. I collect a lot of vintage stuff. As you see, I have a lot of vintage razors. I may have mentioned in the past, I have a lot of retro video games too. I have an NES. I don't have an NES console because they're really hard to find. But I do have a reproduction that actually plays NES and Super NES. So it's like a kind of like a clone kind of thing, but it plays both the original original Nintendo Entertainment System games and the Super Nintendo games as well. Okay, just got a shower, did my shave routine, did my pre-shave routine, took a shower. Now I'm just rehydrating my face, as you know. That should probably be enough there. See, is the magic of the gel. Yeah, again, guys, definitely love retro stuff. I got quite a few NES games. I have a Sega as well. Same as the console. It's a reproduction Sega console, but you can play original Sega games on there. Super NES. I even have an Atari reproduction though, but it's loaded like it's a console, and it has a bunch of the Atari 2600 games on there. So that's a lot of fun. My wife and I play that from time to time because a lot of the games are like competition games, so you and the second player compete. definitely like that. It's fun. Have to have fun. I played NES with my son. Matter of fact, I'm the one who got him liking Legend of Zelda, and he actually beat it. He beat it himself. He did have to do a walkthrough with it because, you know, if those of you who remember the Legend of Zelda, it was an exploring game. It was one of those, you know, walk around, what do I, you know, what am I doing kind of game, where am I going kind of game, you know. But it was a great game back when I was a kid, and I beat it, and he beat it, and now he's just hooked on Zelda. So he's got a Switch, a Nintendo Switch, and he has essentially pretty much all the Zelda games for it. Okay, Mach 3, guys, Mach 3 time. Let's see how it's gonna perform with a couple of days of growth. Don't got too much here. So this might be a little too thick of shave cream I have on here. It might be just a little more thicker than it needs to be, but it's doing the job nonetheless. Oh, and a happy belated Mother's Day. And I'm doing this actually, well, technically this is Sunday night or early Monday morning because I work evenings, so I stay up late. I'm not a AM kind of person, but either way, or anyways, yeah, it was Mother's Day. We went over to my parents' house and spent time there. I cooked a bunch of chicken and sausage. My brother-in-law bought a pellet grill, and it was it's the same brand as mine. I have a Pit Boss, and he has a bigger version of it though. He has a little bit bigger version of it, so we were able to fit all the chicken on there and sausage, so it fit really good. I love my pellet grill. I know it's some people consider that cheating for cooking or smoking meat or something like that, but I don't care. I don't really care. Still produces really good food that tastes good, and everyone enjoyed it. That's one thing I really, I would always suggest, you know, I actually used to have another YouTube channel called the Rich Flavor, and I would do cooking videos, mostly barbecuing, stuff like that, videos on there, but that became really expensive, and it's really, it's not like here I can kind of improv, and if I kind of screw something up, I can just go oops, you know. With that, if you go oops on a piece of meat or something, they ain't no going back. They ain't making another one or just kind of going with it. It's just you screw up, and it could ruin the video. So, but yeah, that's fun. I enjoy it. I own quite a few smokers, different sizes, of course. And I'll probably get rid of a few of them as well, sell a few as well, because I own too many. And some of them I just, I bought because I was thinking about doing competition at one time, and that's not really looking, you know, with the price of meat right now and the fact that it might get worse and there could be even possible food shortages and, you know, in the soon and near future. It's definitely been in the rumblings that there could be, you know, these issues with supply chain stuff and all that. You know, doing those kinds of videos, it's not as easy as it used to be, where beef is essentially doubled or triple the price, and yeah, it's not good. it's not. It's just not a good time to be trying to buy big cuts of meat, especially beef. So chicken's easy. Chicken's still kind of, you know, reasonably priced, or it's gone up too. But chicken is a little bit easier to do, and it's easier to cook. You just have to make sure you cook it well, that you cook it all the way through. There is no such thing as medium rare chicken. Otherwise, you'd be at the hospital. So, yeah. Never cook your chicken medium rare, guys. Only had to learn that lesson once. No, it's can make you really sick, if not, you know, possibly take you out. So definitely cook it. But they loved it. Had a good Mother's Day. Hope y'all had a good Mother's Day. Hope y'all are getting some good shaves in. You know, I'm gonna be putting videos out every once in a while, guys. I got a lot of other things going on right now. Those of you that know, I mentioned I do work full time, and you know, so it's been getting really busy because we've been kind of short-handed. I picked up 2 extra shifts this the other day on Saturday. I worked an extra shift, and now next Friday I'll be working a double, so 16 hours straight. Yeah, it's not always fun. Yeah, it's not always fun to do that, but you know, at least I get paid for it, so can't complain about that. Time and a half. And I have to say, I'll talk a little bit about this razor and shave here. Really doing a good job. Soap is really slick. Pass number 2 here. Razor is doing a great job of getting all the hair. Again, it's a good razor for sure. I can see why it would be a little rough for some people, especially who have more sensitive skin. Got myself here. I've been nicking myself here. I did it a while back, so I think it's just, it hasn't really healed all that much. I nicked myself the other day when I shaved. Little nick. It's not too bad, but I did nick myself the other day, so I think that's just left over from that. Good slickness enough for me to kind of do that pickup pass. I'll have to relather. Pretty good. I'm not going to really push it all that much because it is 3 blades, and I don't want to irritate my skin if I go too close, or yeah, if I cut too close to the skin and don't want to get ingrowns and stuff like that, that's not fun. That's not fun at all in shaving. Ooh, I felt like I went a little too close on that one. Right here. That's a sensitive area for me too. Okay, that's really smooth though. It's pretty smooth under there. Okay, I'm done. Pretty good shave. Oh yeah, I can already see it. I went to a little too close there. I felt it too. Dang, rookie mistake. Cold water rinse to try and cool my face, calm it down. Rinse my sink out here. Got quite a bit of hair, considering it's only a couple of days. Okay. All right, let's see. Again, a 90's shave. Really good. Under the neck it feels really good, but here might be a little bit of an issue. Let's see if this stings. Got the Fathom Aftershave. See if I got any stinging here. I love the smell of this stuff. It smells like the 90's. Man, oh, it's so good. It definitely has like this kind of cologne scent to it, but it's like you can smell some citrus notes in there for sure. Oh, it's just kind of, and it's kind of fresh too. It's really nice, really balanced scent. It's not like super overpowering either. It's not like it's going to just be there lingering all day and kind of make you feel sick after a few hours of smelling it, or anybody else. Really nice. Good springtime type thing. Man, it's been hot. It's been over 100 degrees here in Texas. It's like, what the heck? It's, still May. It's starting to get there. It's starting to get that summer heat. I think we're going to have a pretty hot one this year. Okay, the Afta. Oh, yeah. Afta Fresh, guys. I love this stuff. Another classic one I used from the 90's. What a time. What a time. And I know every generation, there's guys that grew up in the 70's and 80's as a kid was probably like, oh, that was the best time. I would say I grew up in the 80's and 90's. And I would say that is the best time. Best time for movies, best time for music. We had a lot of classics during those times. But that's not to discount, past decades. They all have some of those kind of special to them. But for me, because of the fact that I grew up during that time, holds a lot of nostalgia. And, I guess that's why I like the vintage stuff, the retro games, things like that. Because it reminds me of a time that was more simpler. A time we didn't have the problems that we're having right now in our country and stuff like that, and how people are just, frustrated, they're tired, and they want relief. And yeah, so I just felt like this shave was one of those things to kind of look back and say, you know, these things existed. It was a time in my life where I was young, I was growing up, I was in high school, and you know, you're kind of on top of the world when you like look back on those things and think like, you know, that it was probably one of the best times of my life growing up. I know not everyone can say that, and that's unfortunate, but I've been very blessed and fortunate to, you know, live a pretty good life, so I can't complain. All right, guys, that is the shave. I hope you enjoyed a throwback to the 90s and just me kind of rambling on. If you did like the video, give me a thumbs up there. Also comment and subscribe to the channel, because that's how you can really show your support, and also hit the bell notification to be alerted to all future videos I post, because I post them whenever I can. All right, guys, I will see you on the next one. Take care.